morning, welcome to day 55 of my Munros challenge. Today I'm walking route number 68. It's an appalling forecast, severe gales, snow, rain, fog. So I've moved away from the ridges that I was going to walk today, and we're doing a single Munros called Gairich, which translates to the roaring, which is quite appropriate for a galey day. So I'm parked at the reservoir, built in 1962, Loch Coich, and Gairich you can see in the background, just beyond. So single Munros, up and down, supposed to be very boggy. Let's get on with it. So the day starts by crossing the reservoir, 320 metres apparently, largest hydro dam built in 1962, and apparently it makes electricity for most of the Highlands. Path is very boggy, skirts alongside of the reservoir, which as you can see is extremely low. So I was at the other end of the reservoir about a week ago, if you remember, parked at a bridge. We were commenting then how low it was. Just taking a quick snap of the top whilst we can see it. It's pretty spectacular, that. I'm just looking back. So we dropped down the path to the forest, along the side of the forest to that burn, and you go straight across, ignore the gate, and you zigzag up this side. Now, word of warning, I've just seen somebody step into that burn up to his middle. It's a lot deeper than it looks, so we had to go about 100 metres up to find where it was shallower and able to cross it. So the path meanders up the hillside. Calling it a path, it's more like a stream at the minute, but lots and lots of rain. And there's the top ahead. It's still a long way to go. So we're getting closer to the steep climb now. Weather's coming in. Like I say, it's forecast snow, gales, so it looks a bit wild up there. Just stopped raining. It's been absolutely torrential, and the sun's come out for a minute. You can see the water on the path. It's absolutely it's like a wee burn, the path, which is now rising, zigzagging quite steeply up the final the final ascent. We've probably got about 300 or 400 metres to climb yet, but so there's been some ever so mild scrambling to do down here. Hands, feet, not too difficult, just very wet. So we've got this to climb here. We're going to leave our sticks here. This last bit of a scramble. So we're going to leave our sticks, scramble up there, head to the top. Wow, look at that view of the dam where we've parked. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Now the clouds lifted, so we might be lucky at the top. Wow, fabulous. So here we are, Gairich. Whoa, we're lucky. The clouds have cleared, the sun's come out, the rain stopped, and the wind seems to have died ever so slightly, but I'm sure it'll come back. So there's the dam down there we parked at, and over there, the other side of Loch Coich, is a bridge where I parked at last week to do the Munros in the clouds over there. Forget its name. Just showing you this section. This is probably the most difficult scramble, but it's not that difficult. And now Jeff said it gives you a bit of perspective on how high the scramble is. You're probably not picking this up on the camera, but the wind, the hail, and the sleet and the snow started. The hill behind's disappeared. This is why we didn't do the ridge walk. Hi, welcome to day 55 of my Munros challenge. Today I walked route number 68, Friday the 1st of October. Now I had planned on walking the ridges in Glen Shield, either the Sisters Ridge or the Brothers today. But the forecast was absolutely awful. There were severe gales, snow, heavy rain in the west, so I looked to move inland and try and beat the weather, as it were, which is consequently why I did what I did. Excellent parking at the dam at Loch Coish, and I have to say, what a fabulous looking mountain. It stands all on its own. Very, very pretty. It's the sort of mountain, I've said this before, a kid might draw if you ask them to draw what a mountain looks like. Absolutely stunning. The day itself was very straightforward. Only two paths really to think about, all the way to the top. Although the ground was very, very boggy. It was very wet. All the paths were pretty much burns. There was just water everywhere. Now, talking of burns, there was a small burn to cross near the Lochen, which was, let's say, in spate. The only way across it was to wade through it. And then there's a much bigger burn to cross in the Bielach before the climb starts. Now, that was much more serious. There was a walker ahead of us, and I saw that he'd accidentally stepped into this, and he went straight down up to his middle. It was a very, very, very deep. Consequently, when we got there, we headed upstream 50, 60, 100 metres or so until the burn narrowed and we were able to stride over it. There's so much water about. The route itself was quite easy going until the last third of the climb, and then it became really, really interesting. It ramped, it became bouldery, it became rocky. There was some scrambling, some easy, some not so easy. It threw quite a lot at you. Consequently, it's a lovely mountain, absolutely lovely mountain. Now, despite the heavy rain, the snow, the hail and the wind, we had patches of sunshine as well, and I felt I was actually quite lucky with the weather today, because when the sunshine came, it seemed to come at the right moments, and when the rain came, it didn't really interfere with my day. It's an 11-mile walk. It took 5.5 hours, and there was 2,900 feet of climbing.